Yo, yo, yo. Wow, 6 people already without even posting. Good morning, Chebe. Perfect timing waking up to George streaming. Yeah, I mean, wasn't planning on streaming today, but I was bored, so let's just take a look at what we get here. Call me trader dude. AGGR is like a site where you can see all market orders on the biggest exchanges, the biggest market orders. Yeah, so I'm bullish. I personally don't see a reason why we would go down again. Personally, well, locally maybe a little bit lower. 4 hour doesn't look like the low is in here, so could do something like this, and then I think we'll make our way to last week's high, at least 42, 43. So in here. And above this, I think it's game over for bears, and I think we extend all the way up into 50k, 52k. So yesterday before FOMC, I made a video as well for the group where I explained where I talked about this 12-hour block, right? So let me remove these for now. So basically on the lower time frames we had this ranging, right? So sideways price action, a quick deviation below it, got bought up quickly, then we retested this range low level while sweeping some lows. The retest held, and we started grinding up from there. Then what we saw was taking out the other side of the range, which happened with this wick, and got sold off aggressively. So pumped straight into this supply, sold off aggressively. And down here I was bearish personally. I thought, well, lows had been swept, then highs had been swept, then these lows I thought would be next. But the fact that we didn't dump from here, but instead started grinding up again, and the retest here held, yeah, made me bullish again. So I'm long again personally from down here. and I'm targeting last week's high at the very least, and then up here I might even hold some for higher targets. But yeah, just the fact that bears didn't manage to continue the downside from this big wick, and instead we started grinding up again. Yeah, that made me bullish again. An SFP, a bearish SFP without follow through is actually bullish, and a bullish SFP without follow through is actually bearish. That's how I see things, and that's why I think, I mean, we're not gonna come up all the way up here to just leave stops above this wick. I think all the people who shorted this have their stops above here, and we grinded all the way up again, wick into 12-hour demand, upside again. Yeah, we're not gonna leave stops above there, in my opinion. So what I said basically about this ranging, with this move not having any follow through to the downside, is telling me that this area is gonna be fat demand. And if you zoom out on the 12-hour, you can see, let's do it like this, that you can see that this is sort of the 12-hour block that I was watching yesterday. So I said during FOMC, if you get dips in there, they're probably a buy. And look how beautifully that played out. Wicked in there and got pulled up quickly. So this is the setup I'm personally in. Well, probably not holding all of this to where target is right now, but I'm long. I think if it's bullish, this blue area is a must hold. If we break back below here now, that would mean break back below here. Yeah, pretty much below Monday high as well. Below this key range level. So break back below this blue area. Then I think it's game over. We head for these lows and then probably here. But first these lows. But as long as we stay above, I personally see no reason to be bearish here. But yeah, everyone's getting really excited, but we haven't seen the real move yet, to be honest. As you can see, we're still trading within last month's low, last month's high, and last week's low and last week's high. If you simply mark out those, we're still within that range. And yeah, if you take a look at where the midpoint is between the two, we're above that as well. So any dip in there is a buy, I think, at least towards here. I think that's next. And a break below here, yeah, that would mean, like I said, all about confluence. Break below this level, break below the demand area. Then I think it's off to these lows and maybe even here. But until we don't see that, I think upside it is. So you verify after a sweep of the deviation that orders are executed. What's up, Nicholas? Kabir, remember folks, sell support and buy resistance. Exactly. Tusho, El Romano. Hello, hello. Yeah, that's something typical you see, right? If you have a move like this where we pump up, back down again, but we fail to continue lower and just grind up again, it's very unlikely that we leave stops above here, I think. So if you're still bearish here, well, still, if you're yeah, looking for shorts or bearish, I would at least wait for either a sweep of this and then probably extend it into this. So a quick cascade above here into this supply, then look for weakness or look for ranging and another local sweep, and then when you get one of these, for example this one, right, so some ranging, then another sweep, ugly close, short it, stop. Yeah, in this case probably keep stops above here, if that pattern happens here, right, just to be safe in case you get another wick. Here we got two as well, wick, and then short it back down. So either wait for this or wait for a break below some key levels. But right now, I mean, market structure is bullish. We're making higher lows and higher highs. We're above most of the key levels. Lows have been locally swept at least. So I don't see a reason why you would be bearish here, at least towards here. Makes sense. Burak, what's up? Arati. Tom Bachbets. Lower highs. No, higher lows. Well, on the lower time frames, right? So that's why I said I'm bullish low time frame. I could see us do this, which I just drawn here, where we sweep this into supply, distribution, and snap all the way back down. I could definitely see that. I'm just saying I don't see a reason why we wouldn't locally take out the highs here, because market structure on the lower time frames is bullish, higher lows and higher highs, as you can see. And yeah, I just don't see a way where we would come all the way back up from this wick again and leave the high. So I think this extends in here and then maybe nuke. But yeah, I mean, it's looking really good. The fact that we did this, where we swept all of the liquidity in here into demand and got this buyback, and now we did this again, swept local lows once again. Okay, so if we now break above, probably the daily open is somewhere around there as well. Yeah, exactly. See, so daily open. The fact that we just took out liquidity below here into former demand, well, into former consolidation, which now has turned into demand. If we now manage to get above the daily open, I could see a decent squeeze into New York, to be honest. And why is because the moves where you take out key liquidity to the upside and snap back all the way down are mostly when you leave a lot of liquidity to the downside, which isn't the case here, in my opinion. We took out this already. We took out this already. So I think it has a lot of fuel now to push through and to see a decent squeeze. So I wouldn't blindly short this. Maybe as a hedge or something, but blindly shorting, nah. Hello, Budjix. Turing, what's up? Would you wait for a reclaim of the daily open to enter long today? Well, I'm already in a long. If I were to long, if I wasn't in a long already, I would probably be looking for longs here, because, well, let's see. If you're longing here, stop loss. I mean, I'd feel Yeah, I'd feel safe with the stop loss below this 12-hour block. So then stop would have to go there. Sorry, just in case we get another wick in here. Although I'd say if that happens, it's probably gonna extend lower. But anyways, if your target is like the highs up here, then it makes sense. If it's as a scalp towards these highs, yeah, then you'll have to keep a closer stop, which would probably be below this demand. Yeah, that's a must hold then. So as a scalp or a day trade at least, I'd say something like this. Stop right below here. And target here. That's 2R. That's beautiful. That's high probability, I think. Could see one more wick during New York or sooner maybe even. Because like I said, the 4-hour just doesn't look like the low is in my opinion. It could, of course, it has a wick, but not much. But yeah, this blue box is a must hold. If that doesn't hold, I'd be concerned in my long as well. But I think it holds, and I think we push higher from here. $37 kex or area liquidity is sticking quite much. Yes, I agree. You mean these lows, right? But in my opinion, if we're about to go for these lows, I think we trap more shorts first. Then I think we do this and then go for them. That would make much more sense in my opinion than going for them from here. I think we stop out a lot more shorts first and then head for those lows. I'll short from 42.5. Yeah, up here. I'd wait 43.5 to be honest. This SL is huge. This one is okay in my opinion. This is a good setup. If I wasn't long already, I'd probably be taking this. Or you could wait for the reclaim of the daily open. If it's above the daily open, you probably want these lows to hold. So then longing here with a stop below here, but I prefer it this way. Just long here because, yeah, risk reward is better. And yeah, if my idea is correct, this should hold and should start going from here. Which LARPs did you remove on Twitter so you can remove them as well? Yeah, too many to name. How likely is 50k before 33? I'd say 70%. 70, 80 maybe even. I've been saying it, man. The chances we get these lows or even these lows before at least taking out last month's high, but I think we extend them to up here, are very small. I don't think you get these lows before 50 plus. Because you could argue that we would do something like this and then go for them. But I think if we're at this area, right? Hold on. If we're at this area, once again, so support here, broke below, resistance, arguably resistance, resistance. If we now head back towards here, do you think we'll just do this again and dump again? I mean, if we come back up here, I think it goes. And I think we get a big squeeze. To here, then maybe hold here, and then maybe do something like this. So squeeze in here, then get some ranging, a dip back in here, which then acts as support, and then head for these highs. Makes sense. Also, everyone focusing on the lower time frames, but look at the daily. Closed very strong once again, and you could say, many people will probably say, yes, up here we closed strong as well, and look what happened. Here we closed strong as well, and look what happened. Now we closed strong. Why don't we go this, like this? Well, if you look at it, why would we then not have dumped more from here, right? Instead, we made a higher low, failed to break down, and bulls once again pushed price higher. So I just don't see us going back down again. People who wanted to short this area are short already. And those people weren't targeting here. They were probably betting on a breakdown. Right? So why would they? Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I think people who wanted to short this and wanted to bet on the breakdown and wanted to bet on us going for this and probably these lows would have already swing shorted this. And what did we do? We didn't break down. Instead, we started ranging, swept the lows, strong response from bulls, up, sweep, boom, grind up, fake out, lost chance, failed again. Grinded back up again, game over, I think. I think 43 by tomorrow, or in the, let's say in the next couple days, and then we'll have to see. Then probably whenever you get a breakout, right, or a squeeze, also above all-time highs, which it will be the same here in my opinion, where we first get some chop, maybe wick down, get a quick wick lower to take out some late longers from up here, and then squeeze up. Yo, Trader Dank, what's up? Good to see you here. Higher lows forming so far, sir. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying as well. I don't see the bearish arguments here. And if we are bearish, I think we at least take out this in here. That area will be key. If we do this and reject hard, then I'd say there's still a chance that we start pushing lower. But if we close strong up here, yeah, then we just squeeze through. All good, brother. Good to hear you. Yeah, same, man. Long and strong. Everybody bullish now. Yeah, that's something. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's always the question, what's everyone, right? But you're right. Most people are bullish here, in my opinion, as well. But yeah, I'm gonna do what I always do, and that's following my own analysis, and I also think it's bullish, so not gonna not trade it because everyone's thinking the same. Did you read Arthur's article? Nope. Can you look at Matic? I'm not gonna do alts. Just focusing on Bitcoin here. Feel free to leave a like on the stream, as well as subscribe to my channel. Helps me a lot. Let's get the likes to 30 or something. I don't know. I think we squeeze in New York. Who can send it? We've been waiting long enough in this chop. But yeah, I mean, whenever we break out of a chop like this, be prepared for fuckery, right? Like we saw here. I mean, be prepared for wicks, which is why my setup looks like this. Whenever you're trading in a tight range and you want to bet on the breakout, you always want to focus on a little higher time frame. So that's why I zoomed out, looked at the 12-hour, and then go from there. And if this is bullish, if this was a bullish consolidation with the fake out to the downside that led to the upside, then this is the area that must hold, I think. Which is why my stop is below there. Yeah, those are my thoughts. How long have you been trading for? I started like 5 years ago in 2017. That's when I first bought my Bitcoin. Well, some Bitcoin at that point. But yeah, I mean, professionally trading, or yeah, like 3 years or something. Let's take a look at high block. For a single Bitcoin, my unit is in the millions. Arthur, yeah, possible, but I'm not betting on that personally. I'm holding spot. I do think 100k in the future is definitely possible. Well, possible is gonna happen. I do believe that. So I'm holding spot. But yeah, in the millions, I don't know. Also possible, but is it worth it holding to a million? You also gotta think about why do you hold, right? If you're just holding for the money, you probably want to sell above 100k. But if you're holding on betting that Bitcoin and crypto will be the future and will like replace our monetary system, then you probably just want to hold. I would like to say in this chop it's been beautiful to trade. Made more money in here than in the whole move up in October. Yes, I also really like trading chop. Chop is, for a lot of people, chop is just chop. But for some people, I mean, it's difficult, but if you're, yeah, how do I say this? If you're experienced enough, you're patient, and you take the prime setups based on liquidity, it can be very profitable trading a chop range like this. Okay, let's take a look at high block. Yeah. We did leave quite some liquidations down here. But while we're trading up here, I'd say it's more likely that we do this and then... So exactly like I said on the charts, I don't think we've come all the way up here to leave stops above here. So I think that's at least gonna be first. And if we're about to take liquidity lower, then it should be from there. Yeah, see these levels, the same levels. But yeah, shit on up here as well. See this? And then of course these. So I think these are next. And then as I said, when breaking out of a range like this, be prepared for wicks. So what I could see happen is when we take out this, then see aggressive downside, a wick, maybe even towards here, and then strong buyback again, and then grind up again, accelerate, and then the real breakout. That would be typical Bitcoin. Fuck everyone. Sweep the highs, nuke it, everyone gets bearish again, and then start grinding up again. But yeah, that's what, like, that would be a 4K drop. Yeah, that's a lot. But I could see it happening, to be honest. Yeah, they ain't telling too much here. I think the key liquidations are sitting down here. And yeah, above this high. Well, the key, the local liquidations. But yeah, keep in mind the key highs and key lows will always be more important than those liquidation levels. Those liquidation levels are just a guide and aren't exactly 100% right. It's just yeah, a way to use in confluence with your other analysis. But where's liquidity resting, that's always gonna be above highs and lows, and yeah, obviously in areas where people put their stops. So that's why I think that this and this is first before anything else, because everyone who was longing here, well, not everyone, but quite some people who were longing here, and yeah, here obviously got fucked on this week and on this week. So I don't think we need much more liquidity to the downside before going higher. Everyone who wanted to long into downside probably did it on the FOMC week. So yeah, I think we have the fuel to go from here. Patience is key to be a profitable trader, and risk management. Very true. Whoa, 5 years. I started trading daily like 6 months ago. I'm doing so many mistakes. Ha ha ha, losing money. Yeah, that's normal, man. I've been losing for a long time as well. Learn from your mistakes. Lose money. You'll be sad. Keep grinding, you'll get there. On the high time frame, I think we are in higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Yes, if you take a look at it like this, market structure is still bullish, so it definitely would make sense to do this. But yeah, I don't think we do it straight like this. If we do it, it will probably be with a lot like traps and to make people bearish again and then grind back up again. We back. Maarten, what's up? This would be nice. Something like this. Just to create a little lower 4-hour wick. And ideally we leave these highs. Right? So as you can see, well, let's even go to the lower time frames. I mean, I don't trade these, just to be clear. But you can clearly see on the lower time frames we have triple highs up here. So if we do this from here and go below last 4-hour, well, not last, the below the 4-hour wick, then I think we have fuel to do this, and then I don't think we go back down again, but then I think we do this to the upside. So ideal scenario, low time frame is either this or just take out these again like this. Let's watch it live, see what happens. Economics news are so uncertain, 2022 will be very choppy. Yeah, it could be. So basically for a long-term investor, we can say we have a good price to buy now. I would say yes, definitely. I'd say if you want to buy spot Bitcoin, I've been saying that during this whole period, you know, that buying spots on these lows was a good idea, in my opinion. Even if we dumped to the lows, right? Just buy half or buy some, and then as an investment, you know, not as trading, but yeah. Do you use any oscillators or only PA? Only PA. But long-term investing with crypto can give advantages. Yeah, that's the same with everything, you know. Hopefully we get Monday high. I actually don't want to see Monday high, to be honest. And if we do, I want it to be quick. If we do this, then it's fine, but otherwise I'd like us to stay above Monday high, to be honest, and do something like I marked out here, where we bounce from this like this. I don't know, I feel like Monday high is too low for bulls. I'd say one of these. A more general question, what would you say is a good example for bullish bearish behavior at a level? Well, what I always use, if I'm looking for shorts, for example, I will always look for a local sweep. So something like this, and then look for a spike up that gets sold into quickly, and then look for shorts there. But what I always do is I look for levels here, like monthly open, weekly open, a mid-range, just a key level, and then also some previous price action, so it's a supply area, and then look for consolidation right below that area, and then look for a spike up, and then just market shorts, and then you'll very often see that price just snaps back within the former range here, and then it's likely that it extends lower. That's mostly what I look for. Yeah, pretty much the exact same the other way around with bullish price action. Look for buys on the sweep of the lows. Thank you, you're welcome. Uranium mine looks so bullish. George, could you quickly explain how do you set up these ranges, blue boxes? The blue boxes are not ranges, these boxes are order blocks or demand or supply, whatever you want to call it. And what that basically is it's the sideways price action before a move happens. So if you have sideways price action and then upside, then you can say that in this area people were accumulating longs, right? Or at least more people were accumulating longs than people were accumulating shorts because of this move. And then whenever price returns to that area, the people who longed are gonna defend that area, so it very often is gonna act as support. And when we break through on the way back, those people are gonna cover their longs, which results in selling, so then they often act as a resistance and sell off again. And the other way around, if you have sideways price action and then a nuke, then more people were accumulating shorts in this area, and whenever price returns to that area, you're gonna see that it very often acts as a resistance. And if it just breaks through, straight through, and price returns to that area, then those people are gonna wanna cover their shorts, which results in buying, and then it often acts as support. That's basically how I see supply and demand. Everyone sees it differently, but that's how I see things. But yeah. That's a perfect explanation. Thank you. You're welcome. Would you place order in the predicted sweep range or wait for confirmation or buyback before entering? I mostly enter at market. If like I explained, if price has a lot of confluence back here and price is ranging right below it and we spike into it, of course there's a lot more than just this, but if the confluence is there, if we have, for example, clean lows below, highs have been swept, high time frame is bearish, and then you get this setup, I just market short here. I personally then put my stop above the area here, so I won't short and put my stop above the wick. I'll put my stop above the area and then target lower. Yeah, as I said multiple times as well, markets change, and back in the days you could literally buy a sweep of the range low when it closed back inside, and then long with your stop below the wick and target higher, and that setup would work 9 out of 10 times. But right now what you often get is you have a range, you sweep the low, right, close back inside, and what price does then, it wicks down again, and then another dump, and then starts going, or I mean something like this, right? It's a lot more choppy and a lot less depends on the closes of the candles. You also often get the range where price sweeps the lows, closes very ugly, closes down here, and then, so for example, you nuke straight up from the mid-range, close down here, and everyone's like, oh shit, that's bearish, and then you go for another sweep of the wick, and then just run it back all the way up. So a lot depends less on the closes of the candles and on, but more on like what price is doing and if it has taken liquidity below a certain level. You're welcome. In my group I just post the trades I take and why I take them, more importantly, and teach the different concepts I use, stuff like that. Well, glad you like it. There's more info on my website if you want to take a look. The link is in the description of this video normally. ETH is front running Bitcoin. You see? Already took out last week's high, and Bitcoin is about to follow, I think. Big ass trap. ETH to 3.5 wouldn't surprise me. Let's see this now. Where did the levels go? Okay, they're gone. But yeah, the scenarios we marked was this and this. Let's see. Can you reset your account on Bybit? Want to start again from zero? Yeah, just market long 100x, then your account will be reset within a few minutes. See, so now hopefully we dump a little lower just to create a lower 4-hour wick, and up from there then things would look much healthier. So little more downside here, right below that 4-hour low, and then upside. And we left those highs as I explained, so then should have the strength to pump through. For the oh, okay. Oh, I didn't get that. For the stats, I don't know actually. Try messaging the support and they'll help you probably. And otherwise, yeah, just make a new account, I'd say. Just create a new one. It's pretty damn easy. Okay, we're gonna go from here or what? Seems like it. I mean, fine. Yeah, probably goes from here. Can you give example of failure swing? Yes. This, for example, is a swing failure. Swing failure is basically when you go above a high and close back below. That's a swing failure. Or go below a low and close above. Or this one, for example. See, key high, go above, get back below and close below. That's why I said back in the days, swing failures were a big thing and worked so fucking good, while now a swing failure is no longer closing below, but a swing failure can also be seen as closing above and then just nuking back below and closing below. So yeah, it's all relative, the definition of a swing failure. The real definition is probably a close back below. But if you think about it, what does the close matter about people longing, shorting or getting stopped out? It doesn't matter at all. If this candle would have closed here and then dumped in the next candle, it would have done exactly the same as this. Yet it would have been closed above, right? You understand what I'm saying? So that's why back in the days it did this, but now it wants to trap people into longing up here and then just nukes and closes back below, and then those people are trapped and then it dumps. Oh, we might still get it. Are you really telling this from just the price without volume? OBV. Yes. There is not SFP on the Bitcoin USDT chart. Yeah, possible. Well, you asked me what is an SFP. This is the definition of an SFP, and yeah. I know some charts are different on different exchanges, but that was not the point, right? Are you using footprints or something like Excel charts to confirm your entries? Nope. I don't like using footprints. Well, don't like, I mean, I just don't use them. I've been trading like this for years and focus on this. Do you publish your charts? Yes. Do you have any position right now? Yes, I'm long. Was a red line at 40.7k, some specific level? Oh, this one. It was the 4-hour low. Well, not anymore because we're now below it, but when I drew it, it was the 4-hour low because it barely, the 4-hour barely had a wick, as you can see, closed here, and then we did this towards here and then started pumping. So we barely had a wick to the downside, which is why I was looking for a move back below it again to create a lower wick, which is exactly what we're doing right now. And then I'll be looking for us to get back above there and go from there. And as you can see, we now have no wick to the upside on the hourly, which is also a good sign. So yeah, I still think one of these. Otherwise, I'm probably wrong. I like chill stream, you must not talk all the time like some streamers. Better to talk when you have something to say. Yeah, thanks man, glad you like it. So basically what you're saying is you like it when I shut up. Okay, nice, nice. What does no wick candle indicate? Well, if you take a look at the hourly charts or the 4-hour, you'll see there's barely candles that have no wick to the upside or no wick to the downside. It's just statistics, right? And if you see them, you'll very often see that it gets taken out in the next one or two candles. So what you can do with this information is, for example, this has no wick to the upside. There's a high probability, there's a high chance that we will be revisiting this flat top in the near future. So that way you can use this to feel more comfortable when a move happens. For example, you just say, yeah, we're now just taking out some lows and then we'll revisit it and create the higher wick. Or when, for example, for the 4-hour candle opens and it straight up dumps, that's usually a sign that we will be trading higher in the near future. Exactly the same on the daily. If we sell off from the daily straight away, that's often a good sign, and then often you want to be looking for longs to trade it back towards that high. Towards that flat top, basically. Which OBs you use a lot? That's a weird question. What do you mean? Do you also look at VWAP or VPR heading for drop-off point from March? No, not really. I don't really use VWAP or VPVR. VWAP is pretty useful, I'd say, but yeah, I personally don't use it. And if I would use it, it would just be in Confluence as all the other stuff I use. So yeah, like I said, look for shorts in the Confluence area, and then if the VWAP would be there as well, that would act as a nice confluence. If your promo code is your name, I think you might be me. Tu réponds aux mails du taf. I don't really speak French a lot. Can you give some insights about sessions, like which session it has more volatility or accumulation? I personally don't give much thought on sessions. I am someone who thinks like if the setup is there, you should take it, and if it's not, stay out, no matter when. As you've seen lately, these last couple days, the Asian session, well, especially this one, that was in the Asian session, while previous days nothing much happened in the Asian session. So such things just change, and yeah, you can't know when or why or So yeah, why would you wait for a session before taking a setup? Sessions just bring volatility. Exact same with the news. News brings volatility, but should you base your setups on that? I don't think so. So the news, the sessions, I'm always thinking the same and saying the same, which is just trade the charts and nothing else. And if the setup is there, take it. But you live in France? Nope, in Belgium. How old are you? I'm 22. I'm turning 23 in 13 days. Hello, Peter. How are you, man? Missed a lot. I will rewatch from the start after the stream, looking for an entry. Yeah, it's just chill stream, nothing much, waiting for Bitcoin to pump. In a short, interesting. What does the DEP stand for in your promo code? It's deposit. Bitcoin 30k. I don't know, man. Did you enter a long here? No, I'm long from lower. I'm long from I don't know, somewhere here. This one. I'm long from here. But it's a well, not really a swing long, but I have a wide stop and I'm targeting much higher. I'm targeting 43k at least. Any targets for ETH? Let's see. I think this is ready for this. Not straight, of course, but ultimately I think these highs up here into this key SR is next. This has been SR for a while, you know. So got above, support here, then broke back below, resistance, resistance, got above, support, 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 broke below, clean highs below. So those into here are next, I think. And if it gets back above here, then the retest is probably along to all-time highs. Yeah, that's high time frame, you know. Like I said, ETH has taken last week's high already. Bitcoin didn't. So I think Bitcoin is still going to. Good morning, George. All good. Hello, Roger. Yes, man. Perfect. OTE is around 40k. Do you mean this, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, see, beautiful confluence here, right? So I think any dip, this area must hold, this blue. So let's see. What is the red one? This one? This one I just explained. This was the previous 4-hour low. But because now we're below it, so and this one is a mid-range, I guess. Yep. In between last month's high and last month's low. This is mid-range. Last month's high, last month's low, and you can see it has been pivotal, so. And it also lines up with this area, so it's a beautiful, beautiful area to use around here. This yellow area must hold and wicks into blue as well. Ugly chart now. 4-hour low, yeah, previous 4-hour low. Hello from Ukraine. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing good. Can you explain 4-hour low? Just a 4-hour candle. 4-hour candle, and then this is the low. So 4-hour low. If I say previous 4-hour low, then I mean this one. So previous 4-hour candle, the low. Boring. Come on, Bitcoin. What's your opinion of trading from OTE long to OTE short? Tried it sometimes and worked, mostly good for me, but I'm wondering about your opinion. Well, same thoughts as with everything. OTE is just to use in Confluence. I would never blindly short OTE or blindly long OTE, you know? And as you can see right here, if I drew the OTE from here to here, it's also resting in this area, so nice confluence. So any dip in here is a buy, probably to new highs. If I'm right about this whole idea, of course. Could be horribly wrong. This could be the top. The top could be in. I don't know, but yeah, I'm long. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna eat something, so anyways, I hope you enjoyed, especially the first part, I guess, where I talked about my thoughts on Bitcoin. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to my channel if you want. Also, a quick shout out to the sponsor of these streams, which is PrimeXBT. Link is in the description where you can make an account, and there's a promo code as well, which you can use to get a deposit bonus. So yeah, check them out. If you want to learn more about things I use, I have a website, more info on there also in the description, so take a look. And yeah, we'll do these more often, so I'll see you in the next one, okay? Peace.